Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Modern Warfare 2. Now, we're not doing Modern Warfare 3 for this video. We're going back to Modern Warfare 2. Not even a month and a half after this game's life cycle ended. It's nearly unrecognizable. It really is. Because if you played this game a ton back during its prime, holy shit, was it sweaty. We had all the bad decisions coming from Activision as well as Infinity Ward. We had the really slow and campy gameplay. But on top of that, skill-based matchmaking was also pretty thick in that game. But going back to it now, holy hell, I'm telling you guys what, the people that you get put up against, they don't even seem like they're real people, man. We talked about AI bots there for a bit. Well, these are real people, but they're just the kind of people that were hidden from us the entire time that we were playing throughout Modern Warfare 2 because of skill-based matchmaking. Because everyone moved on to Modern Warfare 3, there's inherently going to be a smaller player base within Modern Warfare 2. They had to expand the matchmaking parameters a bit, and holy hell, these are the kind of people that I didn't even know still existed in Call of Duty, let alone people I thought I would be matched up against in 2023. That is pretty crazy if you ask me. Now, the reason why I went back to Modern Warfare 2 is actually for another video, which will be coming up here probably tomorrow. You guys will probably see it in your sub boxes if sub boxes decide to work. But I went back to the game to get footage for that video, and man, it is so night and day different. But I've got to tell you guys this. We have our complaints about Modern Warfare 3. You know, we talked about skill-based matchmaking. For me personally, packet burst and connectivity has been a big issue. You can talk about weapon balance. You can talk about them just rehashing all the old maps. This, that, or the other thing, right? All the things we've been discussing ever since the beta of Modern Warfare 3. There's a lot wrong with Modern Warfare 3, but I think that we forget all of the things they did right. You need only go back to Modern Warfare 2, play 3 games of Team Deathmatch or whatever it is your favorite game mode. I picked TDM just because I figured the most people will be playing that mode. You need to only go back for like half an hour, and you're going to quickly realize why Infinity Ward are so bad at their jobs, why they should never be able to make another Call of Duty title, and why Sledgehammer Games did listen to the community. They did make all those positive changes for Modern Warfare 3, and Modern Warfare 3 is a better game for it. Now, with that being said, let's just go ahead and listen to the Footstep compilation, because of course, that has to happen when I go back to Modern Warfare 2.
Taking fire!
Snipers down.
Taking effective fire!
UAV is bingo fuel. RTV at
Grenade
this
out.
time.
Subtext incoming!
That shit right there, man, I am telling you guys what, that is why Infinity Ward are just a joke of a studio to me now. Like, the game itself caters so heavily to people not moving, to people not being able to rush, to people literally laying down in corners, listening for footsteps, basically trying to take the multiplayer experience and make it feel more like Warzone. Like, when I look back at my own clips right there and I'm listening to my footsteps and stuff, I'm thinking to myself, you know, if this were Warzone, that was kind of on me. You know, I had an idea maybe there was somebody upstairs, but I wasn't quite sure. I decided to stomp right upstairs and rush right at them. That's one thing, right? But that's Warzone. We're talking Warzone. This is COD multiplayer. COD multiplayer should not be designed to reward people for not moving. Every playstyle should be viable within a game's multiplayer, but trying to be a rusher in a game like Modern Warfare 2 was near impossible. And when you did pull it off, you didn't feel all that good because you probably just felt like skill-based matchmaking threw you a bone that match because the people you were playing against couldn't even hear you coming for some reason, despite the fact you're walking around like you're a freaking elephant. It's actually wild, man. Like, going back and just playing for half an hour, the mini-map not working, the footsteps being incredibly loud, having virtually no movement really whatsoever, having an insanely fast time to kill with any weapon in the game. All those things combined just made the multiplayer feel slow, it felt clunky, and it felt terrible. After having played Modern Warfare 3 for the past, month and a half now, a little bit over that, all the gameplay improvements that Sledgehammer Games have made have really made Modern Warfare 3 feel like a much better game. And I feel like if nothing else, all of you who actually still own Modern Warfare 2 or did purchase Modern Warfare 2, I think you owe it to yourself to go back to that game and play 3 games of Team Deathmatch and just realize how much you hate all of the Infinity Ward design decisions, right? Now, when it comes to skill-based matchmaking, you may actually get lucky. I know I did in my matches, man. Like, it's not like I'm going crazy in these games or anything like that, but you could just tell, like, the quality of player in these lobbies was just different. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't sweaty. It wasn't anything like that. We just had, like, average COD fans that were just like running around playing normally, essentially. And that's just something that Activision has taken away from the player base, because we don't experience players like this in Modern Warfare 3. We can only experience players like that if we go back to an older game where they dial back the skill-based matchmaking in an effort to make it so matchmaking actually works and you can find lobbies in a relatively timely manner. You know, it goes back to that entire debate, that entire discussion. You know, people that are pro skill-based matchmaking will say that I just want people like this in my lobby every single game. That's not the case. I'm okay with a competitive match. I'm just saying it would be nice if I got into games based on connection and there wasn't a secret algorithm in the background that makes everything kind of feel predetermined and gamey. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like, it feels like my input as a player is a lot less in modern COD as compared to back when, because the matchmaking is so heavily geared towards making decent players not feel like decent players, and they're trying to make everyone get basically to a 1 KD so everybody's the same. It's literally like the participation ribbons that you used to get back in like Little League Baseball. I hated that shit. As an 8-year-old, I hated that shit. I remember sitting there in the dugout, I'm like, hey coach, what's the score? Don't worry about that. He wouldn't even tell me the score, man. They would not keep track of the score. Even when we knew we were winning, the coach would not tell us the score because they want everybody to feel good about themselves, like that kind of thing. Sure, that's one thing for like freaking 8-year-olds. It's a whole different thing when you're talking about what is supposed to be a competitive online shooter. If me and my friends at the age of 8 years old realized that our coach was trying to basically just like coddle us and make us all feel like we're big winners and whatnot, and we hated that, so we kept track of the score ourselves, if we figured it out at 8 years old, how do you feel playing in a game that has skill-based matchmaking at the age of like 20, 25, 30, 40, 50, however old you are? How do you feel playing a game like that where they're trying to basically just do the exact same thing? If you're a really bad player, you're going to play in basically bot lobbies until you have a 1 KD. If you're a higher KD player, you're going to play in the sweatiest lobbies possible until you get closer back down to that 1 KD. That is exactly how they want things to be. That shit is annoying. That shit is frustrating. But going back to it, the entire focus of this video here today, if you go back to a game like Modern Warfare 2, not only are you going to see what the game is like without skill-based matchmaking, which is just freaking, it felt like a whole different game. It really did. But you're also going to see all those flaws that we had to deal with for the past year, and you see them in such a stark contrast. Now that we have all this playtime in Modern Warfare 3 under our belts, now that we've gotten used to the new movement, now that we got used to the minimap working and being able to have perks like Dead Silence and all the different bells and whistles that Sledgehammer has added to the game, now that we're used to all that, if you take away all that and you go back to the bare bones, freaking just slow, boring COD that Infinity Ward gets off on, dude, you're going to have a whole new perception the next time you boot up Modern Warfare 3. And I'll tell you what, Modern Warfare 3 feels even better after playing Modern Warfare 2. It really does. It's just, it was pretty mind-blowing, which was the whole focus of this video here today. And that's what inspired me to make this video here today. But guys, that's all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave your thoughts and feedback down there in the comments. Thank you all so much for listening. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.